Can I get a moment of your time? Well, alright. Bankhead, I see you, partner. From the interviews to the news to your favorite tunes, you cannot lose when you're tuned into Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Hit me, From the interviews to the news, plus your favorite tunes, straight out the trunk. They got what you want now. Get your body to go to sleep, and when you brush your teeth, when you first wake up, turn your radio up. Straight out the trunk now. Straight out the trunk. You are now listening to Straight Out the Trunk. Put your seat back, turn your radio up. It's Straight Out the Trunk. You are now tuned in and you're rocking with the best. Straight Out the Trunk. Everybody tuned in, let me hear you say Straight Out the Trunk. 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 Straight out the trunk.
What it do? What it do? It's your boy Bankhead. The name Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Got another dope ass interview with another dope ass artist. Hey, make sure you follow us SODTR _ Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Make sure you follow me personally, Bankhead _ the name. We have our co-host in the motherfucking house, Shaded.
You already know it's your girl Shaded, the one and only. Make sure y'all check this interview out. Follow me as well at Stay Shaded with the follow by the number 1.
And we got in the motherfucking house tonight, we have Yoshi Vintage, straight from Flint, Michigan. You feel me? She on her run right now. You dig? Hey, got Beta out and Alpha out right now. 2 EPs. I'm calling them albums. They fucking fire. You feel me? They out right now. She's on season 2 of Rhythm and Flow. Hey, hot right now. She's on the motherfucking streak. Hey, but hold on. I gotta do this. This is how I'm gonna start my interview. I can do anything. I'm a motherfucking black man. What's up, Yoshi?
What's good?
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Shit.
What's good?
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah,
right.
wasn't good.
I'm feeling good. Yeah.
Hey, you ended the year very strong in 2024.
Thank you.
And
I
you are
appreciate
our
that.
first interview of 2025. You feel me?
Yeah. Bring it in the year heavy. Yeah, heavy.
How you feeling though?
I'm feeling good, man. You know, like, it's crazy just processing everything from last year, you know, and just watching everything change.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. I'm grateful for everything.
Yeah.
With the momentum of going ending 2024 and going into now, like have you planned your 2025 now? Because I know you're probably getting hit up for everything now. Like, I need a feature, I need this, I need you to come sponsor us, come pull up and be at the club, you feel me? Like all that type of shit. Okay. But like how's the mindset change going into the new year now since the success of end of 2024?
So, like, at the end of the year, I was telling my team that I didn't want to do nothing music related until January came, because I wanted to, like, just, you know, process everything so I can be able to, like, handle what 2025 has for me. Gotcha. So, but top of the year, yeah, we got a lot of cool things coming. Like, I'm going back home in a couple of weeks to do some cool stuff. Couple shows, dope shows coming up. So just a lot of shows, a lot of, like you said, meeting people, getting on platforms,
all that,
and just keep pushing these 2 projects. Like when I did the show, like it kind of intersected, you know, everything. So now I'm just getting back to like pushing that again.
Yeah. Now the rollout is fire. The rollout from you posting it. Yoshi Vintage, I'm going to be on season 2 Rhythm and Flow, and the West Coast, LA is like, we're behind you, we got you. Even in your hometown, we got you. You feel me? Until you drop in Beta. Then a couple of weeks later, you dropped Alpha. Then the real season dropped of Rhythm and Flow. You feel me? So we got to see that. Then you had your listening party. It was just like back to back to back to back. You feel me? It was like a heavyweight match, and you just knock motherfuckers out every time. Like real shit, you know. So I love to see that. And you just talk about going back to Flint, Michigan. You born and raised in Flint?
Born and raised, yep.
Moved to LA. But I really want to talk about Flint, Michigan's like water crisis and everything that's going down right there. Because Flint, Michigan in the last not even Flint, just Detroit in general, have motherfucking rising artists. Like hip hop. Did that ever make you want to go back and like, man, I need to go back home, and that's what's popping right now in music. Like, has that ever crossed your mind, or you like, I'm gonna stay in LA and thug it out here?
I feel like I created a lot out here. I love what all my homies back home doing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I came out here and I created something while also inspiring them back home to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, go crazy. So, I always want to go back home, though. It's always times where I'm like, I want to see my people and see my friends and see my family. But, like, now I don't know, like, oh, they over there doing it. Let me, like, it's just like, oh, I'm in Yoshi's world, you know what I'm saying? I go in, you know.
Yeah, it's enough room for everybody.
Yeah, it's enough room for everybody. And I love seeing the young men I grew up with, like YNJ and Chris and all of them just do their thing. You know, even seeing Clarissa while I grew up, like, around. You know, the neighborhood, like, it's great seeing them, like, just not be products of their environment and just be something great for the youth. So I just love that, for real.
Yeah,
like,
that's amazing.
No, that's dope. That's a great inspirational story. And also showing young black men and women that you don't have to stay in this circumstance. You could actually move on and actually be something with your life.
Yeah,
so
yeah. And that's what I really wanted to show. Like, I remember growing up, I would tell all the homies, like, man, I want to get to LA and do this rap stuff. And they would always be like, I don't know if we can get to LA. Like, we don't know nobody out there. So I feel like I had to show them, like, it don't matter if you don't know nobody. You just get up and you just go do it. You know what I'm saying? You love it enough, you go do it. Period. You know?
When you start on the show, Rhythm and Flow, you did talk about the Flint, Michigan, like, water crisis. At what age was you when that crisis started?
That crisis started probably when I was like, maybe 15, 16 years old. So, you know, like, and honestly, I think it was longer.
Years.
I think it was longer, though. I think they wait to tell you when something is at its worst. You feel me? Right. They wait till the water is yellow before they tell you. But I feel like it was longer than that. It had to be.
Yeah,
there's no way.
It had been happening. Yeah, I can see that.
I feel like it caused people a lot of like mental health issues with the youth. Sure. Like a lot of autoimmune diseases. I feel like I have lupus because of the water. Like bathing in that water, drinking that water for who knows how many years the water was messed up while we was drinking it and bathing it in it, and just it's sick.
The water, putting the toothbrush under the sink and all that.
Yeah, think about all that. Like
your skin.
Oh yeah, like a lot of people got. That's what I was saying. Like
is our biggest organ.
Biggest organ on your body.
Absorbing. So like she said, taking baths and then their hair. You know, you
wash
wash
your hair. Like a lot of people got alopecia out there.
Yeah. So if you ever get that trivia question, like what's your biggest organ? Skin.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody knows Shady. Hey, she is a game person. You need her on Family Feud. She's it.
Listen, we know some stuff. You know.
That's crazy. At what age did you move out here to LA, and what made you move? Did you connect with somebody out here that made you come out here, or you was like, I'm about to just pursue this shit and just move out there and just throw all my eggs in one basket?
Okay, I'll say this, like, cause like, I'll be removing people from my life story. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I remove you. I will remove you.
Okay, so your biopic, like, I was right there.
I swear, I will remove you from my life story. So I just say this, like, you know, as a kid, you got people that you look up to. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just coming from where I come from. You look at them like, oh man, like they the one. You know, and then they do offer their hand out, which I appreciate that, but then you get around them and you like, oh man, damn.
The hand came
false hero, false prophet, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a situation that got me to LA, but I mainly moved because we was homeless at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had dropped out of school and my mama had moved into the shelter, and my brother was living in the car of the parking lot of the shelter. Wow. So I just couldn't see that no more. I just couldn't see it. I said, I gotta do something, man. I gotta try to like show my people like that, man, like they deserve better. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, if I gotta go in LA and be homeless and struggle until I figure it out, then that's what I'm gonna do, rather than just sit here and watch my mama and my brothers like go through this and just think that there's no other way out. So that just pushed me to be like, all right, I'm gonna make the best connects that I can, like, even though I'm young and I don't know a lot of people, but I figured it out. Yeah.
How long did it take for you to get on your feet once you got into LA? Because some people might come to LA and think, 1 week, I'm gonna be on my feet. I'm gonna sign me a record deal. I'm gonna be in a studio with the biggest producers. Like, how long did it for you to come to LA and like really get on your feet and move around and build connections?
I'm gonna tell you, I got an interesting life story. I think the moment I came to LA, like God made sure I was just afloat. The moment I got here, it was like at least 2 weeks of me just confused. Like I was like, oh, what have I done? Like, but I was just like, I can't go back to Flint. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like, I'm gonna say 2 weeks later, I ended up meeting a girl that was from Saginaw, and she had just got an apartment, and she had heard me rap at this show, and she was just like, yo, I don't know why, like, I want to ask you this, but what's your life situation? I was like, man, I don't got nowhere to stay. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. And she was just like, yo, I just got an apartment, bro. You can move in with me. Like,
G.O.D. right there.
Yeah, and then like dead ass, like I was in LA 2 weeks, moved into the apartment, and then the next day I got a job. And like it was just everything happened very organic. It happened very organic.
That's you fighting the universe and telling the universe, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm here for. You feel me? And reward me for it. You feel me?
Yeah. You took that leap.
Yeah, that leap of faith.
And I believed in myself. I feel like the older you get, the world starts to corrupt you a little bit, and you stop believing in yourself and stop being as delusional as you was when you was younger.
That imagination it takes it away. Yeah,
that delusion is what people don't get, is what take you to the places you want to go. That delusion you have, like as a youth, when you get older, you lose it a little bit. But I'm trying to get it back.
You mentioned your brothers. How many older brothers do you have? Are you the only sister, only girl?
Yeah, I'm the only girl. I got 3 older brothers. They crazy.
Okay. So like, how did growing up with 3 older brothers form you today? Because you got Beta, that's female in a way, and then you have alpha, alpha type shit. You feel me? Like,
I mean, that's true. Beta and alpha,
you know, so like, how did it growing up with 3 older brothers shaped you today?
Man, I love my brothers. I feel like they really was. They really helped build my character. You know what I'm saying? As a young woman, just watching them, you know, make a lot of mistakes and just do a lot of great things too. But it helped mold me and it made me street smart. That's why when I got to LA, I never really got into no bud, because I was easy to pinpoint, all right, this person weird, all right, this ain't right, all right. You know what I'm saying? Just knew how to move as a young woman. So my brothers just made me tough, really. They just made me real tough and just strong-minded. Like, my mama was too, so, you know, I had, like, great people in the household to look up to.
Yeah, I heard your mom talking about that on the album, on that, you know, voicemail. I was like, yeah, she's spot on.
Yeah, my mama a real G, for real. I love her.
Did you ever see any of your mama's pistols when growing up? You ever seen any of your mama's pistols in the house growing up?
Like pictures? Yeah.
No, pistols.
Pistols.
Guns.
Pistols? Oh,
she talking about the 22. She talking, I even had a 9mm.
No, my mama was a wild one. It was crazy. Yeah. Definitely. Like, it would be times where, like, nah, I ain't gonna say that, because, you know, people they watch stuff and then they start taking the clip and trying to make it go viral. But my mama was like, she made sure I knew that, like, listen, like, don't be soft. Like, don't be soft. Like, I ain't soft, so, you know.
Did she teach you about gun safety and all that too? Like,
about who?
Gun safety?
Yeah. She never, like, was just like, here go a gun. Like, it was nothing like that. It was just like, she made sure I knew that, like, it was a gun in the house. You feel what I'm saying? And, like, this what it looks like. So, you know that, you know. So, yeah. But she never was just like, yeah, here, come tote the Glock. Right. Like, it wasn't nothing like that. Like, it wasn't nothing like that. But she made sure, like, you know, even to this day, she be like, you need to get you a little 22 or something. I'm like, you need to calm down about this gun stuff. Like, you too comfortable.
22?
Bro, my mama way too comfortable with guns. I be like, girl, you crazy.
Mama said, protect yourself.
Yeah. I know she just want me to protect her. But it's out like how she just say it. She be like, yeah, get you a little 22 or something, you know, so you can. I be like,
mama real G. Stop playing.
Hey, who had that better playlist, your mom or your brothers? Who had a better playlist growing up, your mom or your brothers?
Probably my mama, because, like, before I really liked rap music, I was heavy into, like, gospel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was heavy into gospel. And Lauryn Hill being my favorite artist since I was, like, 8 years old. That's all my mama played was, like, Miseducation every single day. You know? Like, I was, like, obsessed with Lauryn Hill.
It's a great album. Great album.
But I think my older brother did have a dope playlist, because probably like 6th grade, I started listening to like Gucci Mane and Lil. People didn't even know who Gucci Mane was back in like 07. Like, you know what I mean? I was listening to Gucci and Wayne, all the mixtapes and all that. And Wayne is really who made me want to rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. I love it. All right, I like that.
Yeah.
Coming to LA, Pack Music Group. How did these two link up? How did Python P find you, or did you find Python P? How did that happen?
Actually, I was performing at this show, and then this dude said he was just walking, him and his girl, and they was just like, bro, we heard your voice outside, so we just went in. We didn't even know who the show was. Like,
was Python P that dude?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
Like,
this dude named Tiz. No, it's this dude named Tiz, and he came in with his girl, and he was just like, he seen me perform. He's like, I like put your name in my notes, but I never followed you or nothing.
Yeah.
That was like 6 months though of my name being in his notes.
Okay, got you.
One day he said he just followed me, and he was just like, yo, like I seen you perform like 6 months ago. Like what you doing with the music? Like you still doing it and all this? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to figure it out. At that time, like everything was rocky, so he was just like, yo, I'm gonna pull up on you this week. He pulled up on me. I played the music, and he was just like, yo, bro, I want to help you any way I can. At that time, he was interning for TDE.
Okay.
And that same night, he was just like, yo, you want to go to Q show? And I was like, yeah. So he brought me there. We was chilling, and then one of the guys that I guess worked on Soul Camp, he was just like, he told Tiz, like, you coming to the music video tomorrow? And he was just like, yo, bring her. I like her style. So I came. And he showed me P. He was pointing at them. He was like, bro, go over there and talk to them. Like, they work with Soul. And like, I've been telling them about you. And I was too scared. I was like, nah, I ain't finna just do all that. These people don't
I don't know this.
I was like, these people ain't want to know me. Like, I don't know what you. So I didn't do it. So he started sending them just my music anyway.
Yeah.
And then one day P DM'd me and was just like, oh, yeah, like, Tiz been sending your records. But we still hadn't linked up. He just said that. And then he had an artist at the time. And Tiz put us on his back yard show so Pete and them could see me perform, so they could see like how I do. And afterwards, like, they walked up to me and was just like, oh yeah,
we
like,
need you. We want you.
It was just like, right, what did he say? I like you and I want you.
Right, I like it, I want you. Exactly.
No, for real.
Exactly. For real.
No, for real. So then we went to the studio one day, and then I was there every day after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Locked in.
Even though Python P and Pack Music Group, I learned a lot of hip hop knowledge just from being around them, but having them just speaking and talking, and me just listening. You feel me?
Yeah.
At your listening party, Ab-Soul talked about putting you through different challenges, boot camps, and all that. Like, can you talk about the artist development Python P, Ab-Soul, Pack Music Group has provided you in, like, to this day? Because you seem very developed and you feel me, like well-developed artist. You're not like these new artists. You have substance to your music. You can talk about very different things, and you have different type of styles of deliveries too. You feel me? And you know how to use your voice. So can you talk about the development of you from Pack Music Group, Python P, Ab-Soul?
So when I first got around, like, I was just this wild child, you know, just very creative. I didn't know how to format no song. I just get on there and just start doing stuff. Like, so it was a lot of P just letting me do that, though. He never was just like, nah, that ain't how you don't supposed to be. He let every phase I had just be its own phase until, like, he would slowly be like, hey, let's try this. Like, rather than, like, that ain't the right way. He would just be like, let's try this instead of this and see what happens. And I would be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. It makes sense to have a 16 then verse. I mean, 16 chorus then 16 instead of 32 chorus, another 32 or something. Like, you know what I mean?
You're
like,
overwhelming the audience.
Yeah, so he helped me for it, and I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Then with performing, it went from like me background vocals in every performance to like he was just like, yo, let's try to remove these vocals and then see like, you know, how you do. Try to memorize the song so you ain't got to do this. And that also made sense. So it was never like he was, you know, he let me go through every journey. I think that's the good part about artist development is letting the phase be the phase. You know what I'm saying? And letting you make mistakes until sometimes you catch yourself on. You know what I'm saying? And he's right there to be like, yeah, see, now let's try this way. Since you don't want to do it this way no more, now let me show you a better way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I think him just letting me make my own mistakes and just being there to not let me like fall and just catch me like, hey, let's try this. You know what I'm saying? I think that was just the best part about it with P. You know what I'm saying? And just helping develop me as a person. I think the more I developed as a person and the more like good characteristics I watched him have that I started applying to myself, the better of artist I became. You know,
you are sometimes who you kick it with. Yeah, that's real shit.
Yeah, we're only as successful as who we associate.
Yeah,
with,
for real, for real.
Around you,
that part shaded right there, right there.
It's important. This shit's important for sure.
It is. It is. All right, so you have Alpha out right now, and you have Beta. Between the two recording sessions, which one was like more funner? Which one was more serious? Did you record them at the same time and split the track list down? Like, how did that happen?
Oh man, it was crazy. Like, we recorded everything in such a small amount of time because we only had a small amount of time to make the projects and like create the promo and then get the projects out.
Was the projects recorded before filming Rhythm and?
Nah,
okay.
It was like 2 months before they dropped, probably.
Okay.
Like cool. Alpha, of course, was already a song. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the concept was always there. Alpha, Beta, that was always the concept since like 3 years ago. You feel me? Okay. And then, but the music just didn't exist. The concept was there, but the music didn't exist. Okay. But after Rhythm and Flow, I was just like, all right. Like I knew what happened on the show, so I was just like, all right. So the best way to control the narrative is just to make undeniable music, because then they can't. You can come to my page trying to be like, oh, let's see how she's doing now. Yeah, nigga, I'm doing good.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? I'm doing fine.
Yeah, I'm still
like,
shining.
So I had to come out with like some great shit. But honestly, both of those projects was made in like 2 months, probably.
Okay.
Like 2 months, and it was fun, man. Shout out my boy Wavy. Shout out my boy Axel. Love to him. But it was fun. It was stressful. They was stressing me out. But
it was fun. Getting this music out, this project out.
It's but they made sure
that timing and rollout, everything lined up. And your hard work is paying off.
Thank you.
Like the late nights, probably in the studio, getting cussed out, probably like, I'm doing it again this one.
Oh yeah, it was really like that. It was really me calling like, bro, this mix like the same mix I heard 5 years ago. Like I was mad. I was like, I know you updated. I see it on the title app. It says 2 minutes ago. Like I was mad, bro. We was going in, bro. But it was all because of the passion and the love. And I'm grateful to have a passionate team that really believes in the vision. And like I don't know, it's a blessing because not a lot of people have that. So it's a blessing to have great people around you that's always gonna catch you if you slip. You know.
For sure.
I think on Alpha, I think it was on Alpha. It could have been on Beta, but you did talk about you want to have impact over fame.
Oh, that's Alpha. Yeah.
Can you talk about that statement?
I mean, I feel like fame is like it can be some goofy sometimes because people fall in love with attention, and I feel like I'm not that type of person. I feel like I'm trying to gas myself. I feel like I got attention my whole life, so I'm not really obsessed with attention like that. It's kind of like whatever, but being impactful, creating a new way to promote the music or doing something crazy that people might not get to understand, but later on they're like, oh man, Yoshi, like she really trying to bring something new to the game, you know, like that matters more to me. Like just doing something different and creating new ways to change music or visuals or something. So I think fame is like of course it comes with it and you need it to become rich, you know what I'm saying, and things like that, but I don't know, it's not something I really care for like that. You know?
I feel like sometimes the way you use your fame can be impactful or detrimental.
Yeah, that's right, because I feel like we just in times where people would choose 100 million followers over $100 million.
Yeah, insane.
You feel what I'm saying?
Insane.
And then they try to be like, what? If you got 100 million followers, you can find 100 million. Maybe, but I don't know. Usually, you got 100 million followers. Only like 10,000 of them
are
even
active.
Interact with you.
Interactive or real, not fake accounts, not
fake
bots.
accounts, bots. You got all this. So it's like people just having that mindset of they would definitely choose 100 million followers over $100 million. And like I'm not one of them people. I want the bread. You feel me?
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Can you talk about real quick? You created an alpha to protect your beta. Like when you walk into rooms, are you automatically walking in as beta, or are you coming in with the alpha mentality already? Like, how do you decipher which room I'm gonna have this alpha mentality or beta mentality in?
I feel like I'm just naturally dominant person. I feel like when I walk in, my energy, yeah, for real, yeah. I feel like it's just naturally like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's just naturally my aura. I can't you know what I'm saying? So I definitely sometimes try to tone it down, and I'll become the beta if I'm uncomfortable in an environment. Yeah, okay. Because people don't even get that. That was the whole concept, like between both of those projects, was like, no matter how hard I try to be beta, I'm just always gonna be alpha. It's like, no matter, like. It's I might last beta 15 minutes before the alpha jump out. You know?
Exactly. I mean, but considering the where you grown up, you got 3 brothers. Like you had to.
Because people like to be like, oh no, like. You're like, you bloom in your femininity when you're comfortable and living a soft life. It don't got nothing to do with that. Sometimes you just wired a certain way, and that's just how I'm wired. That my masculine is my most comfortable place. I'm not comfortable in my femininity that much, and not in a bad way. It's just I naturally just like to be like these. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my space. You feel me?
And that's okay. You know, and I think that's a good thing that you pointed out too. Like, you know, as women, they always want like, oh, be more feminine, be like soft girl era. Yeah. Like you said, some of us are just
wired. Sometimes you're wired a certain way, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that might apply to you, but that don't apply to me.
Exactly. You know? And embrace your differences.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm good. I'm always good.
Exactly.
You know,
say that.
But
talk your shit.
The alpha is here to stay.
Yeah. It seems like your mom instilled the alpha in you as well. Over the alpha projects, she talked about not folding a lot. That she went through a lot and never folded, and and from doing that, you seen her not fold. That makes you not gonna fold. You're not gonna fold.
That's a fact.
Yeah, my mama is probably the most special person. Like, I know she's just like, y'all think I'm like special. It's her really. Like, she's cool. You know what I'm saying? She has such a crazy childhood and upbringing, but I will say that she's not necessarily alpha. She's like very soft, which is, I don't understand it, but like, which is crazy. I really don't understand it, but like, she's very soft, but like, she still know how to stand her ground and just be bold, and like, man, she's just great. You know what I'm saying? Like, her being able to always just hold it down. Anytime she didn't let us know that we was running out of food when we was living in the motel, it didn't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? She still made sure we felt loved and like not less than any other kid. Like, so
she made sure y'all still had childhood and
still had a childhood. And
she didn't say, no, y'all need to go get a job because we struggling. She was
it was never, and her not doing that made me do it. I would be braiding the homie's hair to get bread, to get her to put food in the house. I would be like, I was working at the studio when I was like 15 and 16, and to bring bread home, and like, not because she asked me to, because I just felt I needed to, because how much she was holding it down, you know?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think people don't understand. Kids don't do what you say, they do what you do. So you saw her going to get it, you like, I gotta go get it.
Exactly.
You know?
She set the example like so well for me that it just made me never want to like stop grinding. Even if I became everything I ever wanted to be in life, I'ma still grind to become more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never gonna stop. So
that's a fact.
I love that. Off of Alpha, you had Absol on a feature, and you had Daylight. At your album listening party, Daylight talked about your track being 5+ years old. And being an artist, having somebody like such as Daylight, top tier MC over here in the West Coast and shit, like, you got a track with him and you're an upcoming artist. How hard was it for not to put the track out? Because you might be like, man, everybody getting shine, everybody doing this, let me just put this shit out and shut everybody the fuck up. Like, how hard was it for you to have that patience and the right timing of this track?
I don't like dropping nothing. Like,
oh, real shit? Okay. Oh, so you a stingy ass artist that got like 100 songs in your vault?
If it ain't like, right now I know, like, if it ain't perfect to me, like, if the promo and everything ain't just perfect around it, I will hold that shit for the rest of my life, bro. Like, I will hold it for the rest of my life if it can't come out the way I see it in my head. So, honestly, it was very easy to hold all these records until it was the right time, because, like, I knew what I seen. I knew the vision I had for it, and I knew I wanted it to be like boom when it came out. I wanted it to make sense, you know.
Oh, so you gonna be like Tupac putting out music after you gonna have double disc albums and shit. Okay.
Yeah, probably. We definitely got a
double disc albums.
We definitely got a boy.
The new Yoshi. They like,
right, 2,100.
Yeah,
2,100 out. I still got some shit coming.
Still
Like,
ready.
for real.
Hey, Alpha Ride is my shit. I don't know why, but I be riding to that shit.
Get on that beat, not ride it down. Get on that beat, not ride it down.
I don't know why. It's just like fun. It's just a fun record. You feel me?
Man, everybody keeps telling me that I got like a number one record in my back pocket with that one. It just I haven't had time to like. Well, I finally got time to promote all those songs. Like people don't realize Alpha didn't have a rollout.
Yeah.
I just dropped the cover and then it came out and then I had to.
Also, that shit's fire though.
Yeah.
In your first fucking words, I could do anything. You feel me? I'm a motherfucking black woman.
Right.
So, but that to me, I'm like a lot of young black girls. Like I could just put that on repeat in my morning affirmations to get my mind right. You know.
No, I think that speaks to like you said, you loving Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill dropped a lot of gems and a lot of like empowerment and inspiration.
Man, I aspire to be that great, man.
Yeah.
I do.
No, you drop a lot of good shit in yours where it makes you feel good. Like you said,
you.
that can really pour into your subconscious to where you're like, I can do it. You know,
Thank
so
you.
that's amazing.
Nah,
and
I
then to
appreciate
know where you came from, that's amazing for you to be able to spread that message because it's easy for you to be like, man, I ain't seen shit. I don't know shit.
I'ma just do whatever and go up. You know, but
that's amazing.
Yeah, I always wanted to like me. If I can't do something intentional, I don't want to do it at all.
That's amazing.
If I can't have no intention behind it, it ain't no point in being doing it. I'm intentional with eating food, like putting on clothes. Like if ain't no reason, I ain't doing it. Like for real.
That's
Tish, if I was a random person coming up to you and you say you're a rapper and I asked you, can you describe your music? What would you say?
I would just say, I would probably say like heavy. I think that's my favorite word to use when I like describe my sound, heavy. You know, just because of the production. I really like heavy production. I like heavy storytelling. You know what I'm saying? I like to imply heavy emotion. So heavy would probably be a word I would use.
That's nice.
I like that.
That's nice.
I like that.
That's
Would you say you adopted a West Coast sound?
Nah, I don't think I have a sound. Like,
Okay.
but not in a way of where I feel like I don't have a sound. I feel like I'm capable of making any sound. I think my voice is what makes me so distinctive and why I'm able to tap into every sound, because you're always going to know it's Yoshi though. Regardless. I do love the LA sound though. I tap into it sometimes, but overall I'm not sure if I got it like a sound like that. I think I just got Yoshi's sound, you know.
In 2025, I think you're going to have a record with Doechii.
Oh,
I could, y'all two together.
I think
That shit be fire.
I feel like visually too. Like I feel like visually we would like set it off. It would be nasty. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens.
We shooting our shots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Throw it in the universe. It's gonna come
Right. Let's see.
You dropped Alpha and you dropped. You had a big reception on Hide For Me. Is it Hide For Me or Ride For Me?
Oh, Ride or Die.
Ride or Die. Ride or Die. Okay.
I'm gonna say Hide For Me.
That nigga said ride for me.
Ride.
Die for me. I'm like, what is
I'm thinking, ain't that the chorus? That's not the chorus.
Yeah, it is the chorus.
All right, that's what I'm thinking. It's the chorus.
He's singing the chorus.
Yeah. The visuals on the visuals is fire, and it got a great reception on TikTok. And it seems like a lot of your music and content is more perceived on TikTok versus like other social medias. Can you talk about that and talk about like people reaching out on social media versus TikTok and IG?
I feel like for all artists right now, TikTok is just where you're gonna get the realest engagement. Like it's not necessarily an algorithm. Like you kind of create the algorithm based on what you're posting. So I feel like TikTok is the best way to gain fans. So on Instagram, I just post like what already did well on TikTok, and then eventually it'll do well on Instagram. But Instagram, they've created so many weird things with the algorithm where it's just whatever now. It's no way to really interact with like your fans. You know what I'm saying?
Suppressing shit.
You kind of just gotta post and go on there and just let it do whatever it want to do.
Post it and get off the app.
And get off type vibes. So TikTok is where you can really build. Like that's where I've actually seen my numbers on Spotify climb. Like just from posting on TikTok and guiding them to Spotify directly. You know what I mean? Instagram, they'll just see the post, maybe comment, maybe like it, but they're not gonna like engage like with it. You know, unless it's so relatable where they just like, you know what I mean.
They feel like they have to.
I feel like Instagram has found ways to make creators a little more invisible. Not in a bad way. It's still a great app, but like I think it could have maybe like better features for creatives. You know.
Yeah. You right on that one. You right. All right, I got a quick game for you. You ready? It's a quick Q&A. I'll just say one or two things. You pick either or. Okay. All right. I have 8 of them. You ready?
Okay.
Here we go. Quick Q&A with Yoshi Vintage. Alpha or beta?
Beta.
Big Sean or Eminem?
Eminem.
Wigs or braids?
Braids.
A beach date or a museum date?
Museum.
Punching in or writing your verse?
Writing.
Lemon pepper wet or original hot?
Lemon pepper wet.
All right, Charmin.
With the peach iced tea.
Yeah. Charmin or Angel Soft?
Angel Soft. You funny.
What?
Y'all funny. Shout out my homegirl Jelani. She the one that put me on to the Angel Soft, man.
Right. That's why I was like, oh, he brought that out. Okay.
Yeah. You know, these questions is based off of the album, her lifestyle.
I still feel like 7-Eleven got the best tissue when you down bad because the road lasts so long. I don't care what nobody say. Look, he over there. I'm telling you, it lasts a long time when you down bad. You get that $1.99, you good.
I mean, just in
Whip
case.
it around a couple of times with your finger.
For those who are struggling, Yoshi just put you on. Go to 7-Eleven, okay? If you was wondering, I don't know
if
what
you
tissue.
Down bad, go get that 7-Eleven tissue.
7-Eleven,
straight up,
baby. There you go.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to survive. We said put your
phone. That's her phone.
That's your phone.
Don't point fingers. Right. Hey, now Yoshi Vintage, I'm so excited to see what's happening for you in 2025. I was very excited for the 2024 ending of it, and it was how your momentum is carrying over to 2025. During the show, you did mention, was you born with a ear deficiency, like ear deaf? Are you deaf?
Yeah, I'm deaf. Yeah, I am. So my father is 60%. Like my father can't hear at all without hearing aids. Like if he's not wearing hearing aids, he's completely deaf. He can't hear one word you're saying to him. So I'm 40% hearing impaired. I was born like that. He also was too.
I don't want to say the wrong words.
Yeah, and my uncles, most of them are deaf, like fully deaf. So yeah, I was born like that. I just worked very hard for people to not notice because I grew up kind of embarrassed about it or just didn't have the resources to understand it. You feel what I'm saying? Like you grow up in certain places, you don't have no representation. You don't see nobody else wearing hearing aids. If you do, they might be older, so you thinking, this and that. So I feel like I've used it more so like my superpower. Like I don't hear beats the same way other artists hear beats. You feel what I'm saying? It's some songs I've never heard in my life. I'll never be able to hear them. So
that's particular frequency.
Exactly. So, but being on the show and just feeling like learning that you have to advocate for yourself or nobody else will. You know what I'm saying? And it forced me to be like, okay, I gotta control the narrative. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't let the narrative be controlled. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I have a hearing problem. You know what I'm saying? I had to come on the internet and just be honest and just let the world know what I was struggling with, you know? So it's an interesting thing. I had a lot of people who struggle with hearing loss too hit me up like, oh, my daughter, I can show my daughter this. Like, she just started going to school. She's been nervous about wearing hearing aids, and now I can show her. Like, so or even while I got them in, I'll be at the store, and like a girl would be like, those hearing aids? I'd be like, yeah, she'll pull her hair back like, me too. And I'm like,
It's
so
building that community.
I love it. And it's a superpower. And honestly, the show definitely should have had it in there, but I think it would have made me too much of a superhero because it would have been like, oh, she can't hear and she bodying every challenge like that. So it is what it is though. But I was Big Yoshi before Netflix, so
Big Yoshi. I'm glad young women or young children are reaching out to you for advice or just saying thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for expressing that or being vulnerable to that, because these days a lot of people, women, guys, children, adults. We cover our shit up. We cover our insecurities up, you know, to the max to make us to a different person. Like, that's not even me.
Nah, like the moment I let the world knew that I had a hearing problem, the narrative switched so fast. Yeah. They was just like, oh, wasn't this like, well, okay, this all right, now hold on.
When you told me that, I was like, nigga, she rapping like she can hear 100 times, 100%.
Right, exactly. No.
Like because people never knew that I read lips when I'm talking. Like when you're talking to me, I'm reading your lips because when you have a hearing problem, you just compensate. Automatically learn, to read lips.
Yeah, you gotta learn and adapt to
it. Yeah, you learn to adapt to it.
And is it true? It's said that like when one of your senses are impaired, all the other ones are heightened.
Yeah, because I can tell when the nigga fake. Okay. Like I feel like I can't hear, but my awareness on nigga, I can tell somebody a fake nigga, man. Like I'm telling you. That part of me, my awareness like that is like high. Like I'm telling you,
nobody else got a trunk fake. You feel me? Yoshi Vintage is here. You
feel me? I can snip them out, man.
That's amazing.
With Netflix Rhythm and Flow season 2 with Alpha and Beta out right now, what is Yoshi Vintage DMs looking like? Ooh. Like what's your DMs looking like? You getting random pictures? You get them like
man, I ain't gonna hold you. Like I like okay, so like when I go out in public, everywhere I go, somebody know who I am. Mm-hmm. Like which is kind of creepy because you never know. Like who's staring and it's crazy. It's crazy. But like the DMs is like crazy because it's like people that I think are full blown obsessed with me and I may need to get a restraining order type shit. It's but they be fans, so I can't just like
can't block them.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't know what to do. Like type thing. So it is. It's a lot of love. Sometimes it be hate, but I be like, I'm so good at trolling. Though I'm almost too good. Like I'm like, let me stop for these people. Come find me for real, like type of shit. So I'm so good at trolling, and I know who I am. Having the great team that I have, like even when all the chaos was going on with the show, like I tweeted this that P was so calm with the controversy that I never crashed out on the internet because he didn't care. Like it was almost like he ain't even care what was going on. Yeah. So it made me be like, oh, I guess this ain't nothing then. Like, so that's why it was so easy for me to just breeze, like, past it. You know what I'm saying? And then I went back to what I do best is just make music and put out great music. So I just kind of ignored everything. And I'm like, man, I know I make great music, so I'm going to just keep, like, posting that. You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing. So shout out Pete, though, because he kept me afloat. Because I really could have fell down. You know what I'm saying? But he treated it so light work that I wasn't fazed by it. Yeah,
no, because when you know what, like you said, what kind of art you're putting out and the intention that you're putting out into the world, that's always gonna rise to the top. That's just bullshit, foolishness. That's just,
right. Yeah, it was new to deal with love. I was getting so much love, and then it turned to hate real fast, and I was like, bro. What is going on? Like, I was so confused. Like, I wasn't even mad. I was, like, confused at what was happening. Yeah. And then I just felt a little way about, like, the why not being added. But I remember the homies, shout out Jay, Ty, shout out Surah. They was just like, Yoshi, remember that you control the narrative. Let these people know who you are. Like, you have a hearing problem. Let them know. So, like I said, peace staying afloat and not making me feel no way and making sure that I knew that like he know that I'm great regardless of what happened. That's all that matters. So I just ignored everything, went straight back to the music.
I love that. In the interview, what's a quote affirmation you going by for 2025?
Probably the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Amen. That's right.
That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The Lord is my shepherd. I ain't got none of this. I'll leave it up to God. You know what I'm saying?
You have any shows coming up to let the people know and probably in January, February, March?
I don't know none of the dates, but I do got a lot of shows.
Got a lot of shows coming up.
I do. Just tap in on the IG.
Just make sure you follow Yoshi.
Yeah, just follow Yoshi. You know what I'm saying, and you'll see it all.
Yep. You dig? Hey, it's your boy Bank at the name, Straight Trunk Radio. Make sure you follow us, SODTR_. Follow me personally, Bankhead _ the name. Shaded?
You already know it's your girl Shaded, the one and only. Follow me on IG at Stay Shaded, followed by the number 1.
Yoshi Vintage, give you your spiel. Where they follow you at?
What's poppin'? Oh, my bad. What's poppin' is Yoshi Vintage, you feel what I'm saying? Pack Music Group. At Yoshi Vintage on everything. No underscores, the original. Alpha Beta out now. We out here.
We out here. Hey, it's Big Yoshi. You feel me? And we gonna end it like this, though. You feel me? I could do anything.
I'm a motherfucking black woman.
Yeah, dig.
That's what I'm talking about.
We out.
We out.